Greetings.
Yo, welcome in, everybody. Saffron, Darren, T-Dub, Kermit the Killer. What's going on, Wicked Ball Crom? Yo. Welcome in. Anyone wondering about the music or lack thereof? We're just doing a little bit, the Hammered in here. We're going to do a little bit of more of a chill, you know, whatever. No particular reason, just switching it up, so. Just switching that around. 34K on a short. Nice, Kermit. Congrats. Congratulations. Maybe we'll just do it with this right here if there's a couple of champs like that. Because now I'm going to be teleporting around and looking forever. I guess there's a couple right here, but a lot of times ends up taking me like 6 years to find another champ pack. Maybe just spam farming the one or the couple that are right there. There's not really enough density to justify like going around everywhere, huh? Maybe. Josh, what's up? What's up? Jane, ZJ, all these degenerate getting to 99 today. Maybe. Definitely not though. This is how far till 98, by the way. Casey, thank you for the super.
Donated $4.99 through Super Chat. I'm at work, so I can't watch, but good luck, though.
Appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Casey at work. Hurlberg. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. I haven't said negative comments, but negative comments. The one good thing, and it's hard for me really to get used to it. Still, even to this day. Negative comments. It does mean that the video is getting shown to new people, because people that want to watch your videos aren't going to leave negative comments, right? It's only people who aren't used to watching your videos. So in a way, it's good. But yeah, it is annoying people telling you how effing stupid you are because, you know, like, you like using the Cure Helm instead of Endar's Visage or something on your acting mercenary. Yeah, congrats on the views there, Kermit. It's Phil himself, says Rush. Yeah, it's the only person usually you see streaming on this channel. Usually. What's going on, Mr. Unknown and General Bardock? Yo, welcome in over on Twitch there. Big old Grump. Thank you for that. Twitch Prime sub. Oh, appreciate you. Not letting Jeff Bezos keep all that billions of dollars. He don't need it. Do you really need a 490-foot yacht? I think he'll be fine with the 437-foot yacht. Appreciate you. Block D, welcome in there too. Barthamus, look at all the legends hopping in quick here. Mantis. Let's get it, Slayers. Oh, whoa. Oop. Out here, I don't even need to use battle orders either. Maybe we'll just spam it super quick. We'll see what's up. Oh, General Bardock now coming in with that Twitch Prime sub. That's how you know someone's a true legend. They give you free money. Free money. That's what true legends do. Appreciate you. Ogre Mall. We know what it is. 30 ED is what we know it is. Ogre Axe and a mall too, right next to each other. It's crazy. Hype train time. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hype trains. Blumpkins. Oh boy, this guy. I recall what a Blumpkin is, so weird to call somebody a Blumpkin. That's kind of weird. People complaining you bought a skin a year ago. Yeah. I could see that being something that really aggravates people. A lot of people hate any type of in-game transactions of any kind, which I mean I can understand, and also freedom. So I don't really care that much because of freedom, but oh my gosh!
Bezos money for the Phil yacht.
Yo, Uper Trooper! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, keeping the hype train alive there on Twitch. Appreciate you. For the Phil Yacht Fund, huh? Yeah, right. Maybe for the Phil finally is gonna redo his bathroom maybe fund. Actually, I need to figure out. So speaking of funds for Phil to be able to survive, with the shingles getting redone, I signed the agreement. They were supposed to call me this week to schedule it. They said, hey, we'll get it set up next week. Haven't heard nothing from the roofing company. It's only Wednesday, I guess, but oh, Legend Spike, and it's ethereal. That's crazy, right? Just kidding. It's always ethereal, but kind of a rare one. Double Ghost Flames maybe on the Barbarian. 108 magic damage. Kind of a cool one. I always think it's cool anyways. I don't know about you, but or that Poison Dagger Necro. Maybe. Oh yeah, but also secondary great news. I don't know if you guys remember, like 6 or 8 months ago, the handle was leaking apparently. I had like drips of water in my basement. I found out the handle was leaking in our main bathroom on the shower. So I replaced that. And now there's water leaking again somewhere from my bathroom, so. Always love water dripping down out of the wall into my basement. One of my, it's probably S tier actually. Top 10 favorite things to happen. Degenerate said it cost you 4K more than quoted. I would, if they tried doing that, I'd be like, you need to shut your hole and put the effing shingles on and shut up. Yeah, mine definitely not costing that much. I ended up shopping, or I ended up just going with the company that did one of my, well, a person in my neighborhood, I should say. That's how I like seen them redoing that roof, and I was like, called them up and got a quote. And yeah, if they did something like that, I don't even know what I would do. Like, there's no reason it should be that should ever happen. That's crazy. Sorry to hear that. If that happens to me, I'll probably, I don't know. I might have to start up that OnlyFans we joke about, to be honest. Am I going to steel roof or shingles? No, I'm not. Steel roof. I'm not on board with that in like a normal neighborhood setting quite yet. Like the only people I see around my area that have anything like the metal roofing, it's usually the houses that are just plain cinder block. Like maybe the house used to have brick on it and they just let the brick go and like it like fell off the house and like they just ripped and underneath the brick was like cinder block, and then their house is now just painted cinder block. So does Claw Mastery work with daggers? I don't think so, but I'm far from a claw expert, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't think I like doing the whole area, like searching around for champs and taking out the big packs and stuff. It's just not enough density, maybe. Maybe I'll just hammer Rock and Issue over and over again, I don't know. Let's see. Found Deathphasm Pit says, so Pit found Deathphasm in the pits. Nice. Congrats on that one. Cody redid his roof about a year ago, ended up having to pay way more because had 5 layers of roofing on my roof. Wow. Yeah, that's a bit much. Mine only has 1 for sure, so I do know that. Yeah, they charge, I forget what they charge per layer of roof if you have someone else do it. I don't know, you said you, well, the way you worded it, I'm not sure if you did it or you redid your own roof or if someone else did it. I guess if it cost a lot, that means somebody else redid it, huh? It's unfortunate. So, right here, we'll just go with Ven, I guess. I'm 97, so I'm almost going to be 98 at some point in the near future, hopefully. We do have a TZ Chaos later, so I should really blast some levels there. And then, hopefully get to 98 at least, or get to 98 at least today, yeah. Kermit says Bobcat's a pro now. Are you talking about the metal roof? Yeah, I think, was it Bobcat that was? Yeah, he was all about it. He had his cabin done with the metal roof. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a racket, the whole shingle business, but I mean, at my age, 20 to 30 years, of shingles last. I won't ever redo it again, unless there's some problem. At my advanced age. Oh boy, Comet's flying. Let me catch. Let's see. Possibly a joint cracked in the bathroom. Ooh. A joint cracked. It's all joint. I'm trying to think. Because my bathroom, it's all tile in the shower area. So you think maybe one of the tile like the mortar's cracked or something, maybe? Or I don't know if you maybe thought it was one of those inserts that has like a seam or something, but I should probably look into that, because there was one spot that I fixed and then it didn't stay, and I fixed it again. I should look and see if it fell out again. Actually, if there is a little crack, it's in a really, I wonder. I'll have to remember looking into that after stream, actually. I don't know if I did something wrong the first time when I tried to patch it or whatever, but... Yeah, Mom says there's usually a few packs at least around the Stony Field. Yeah, there is, but it was just annoying me so much to try to find them. Like right here, there's one right next to Rock and Ishu here. I've been taking out him, you know, like kind of like that. I did teleport around, but what always ends up happening is I'm like, oh yeah, I can find him. It won't take that long, and then it takes long. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just kind of whatever. So. Oh, Kermit says Bobcat's a roofer by profession now. Interesting. Let's see. Cody said he had to pay for a bigger dumpster. There were so many layers of shingles. Wowsies. J-Mod, metal was 5 price of shingles. 5 price of shingles. Like 5 times as much, or do you mean like, I don't know if their autocorrect got there, or you're missing a, I might have missed the maybe context too. I already have a Ghost Flame. I don't really need another one, to be honest, so let's check that out, I guess. Are you 98 now? Not quite. I didn't really move as fast the other day as I had hoped, so, you know, if there's not the best terror zones, then it just doesn't move very fast, right? I think I was running Chaos, where you get almost no experience, really, except for Diablo himself, which kicks up a little bit, but... Flex Seal on everything? Oh, I should just get the spray, you know? Just that black... all over the... You know, just random spots in my shower. I mean, I really need to redo it, to be perfectly honest. But I don't want to. For price, and I've never redone a full bathroom, like shower and stuff like that. If it was just like paint the walls, put in a toilet and like a vanity, cool. But like,
Bulgarian Levs and 49 Stotinkas through Super Chat. 28 likes, 100 plus PPL. Come on. Also, don't call Brian Phil tears of joy.
DP, thank you so much for the 449. This is Bulgarian money, right? Bulgarian monies. I forget what it said. My apologies, but thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Good call. Good call on that one. Ogre shingles are the worst. Oh boy, I believe it. Actually, they're probably the best. They're super strong, last forever. Oh, Ogre shingles. Tough to find though. Tough to find. Viv, I'll try not to lose all my experience by dying for sure. J-Ma says, yeah, 5 times the price for metal. I'll never need to do shingles 5 times, so no point. Oh, yeah, I get you. 5 times as much, too. The metal is usually... I thought the metal was actually, like, cheaper. Just people don't really get it because they don't like the way it looks. Because the metal is just, like, it's just metal sheets that they just, like, tunk, 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 and then, you know, covers the whole thing super fast. Huh. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Hey, yo! Thank you for the 40 months of Slayership. Boom. Appreciate you. That's like a long ass time, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. No good. Geez. If you're on Terror Zones, how many hours would you say it takes to get from 1 to 99? Boy, I have no idea, Jonas. I don't generally try to get to 99. The only time I get to 99 is when I'm this close to 98, and then I make it the premise of a video, Magic Find to 99 on a character. It's quite literally the only time I do it, so I'm not really sure. Hey, do you prefer Act 1 Terror Zones over something like Act 5 Terror Zones? No, with the exception of, like, the first week of ladder when your character really stinks. You can run the Act 1 Terror Zones. You know, when you can't really do... You know, because if you're not that great, you can't really do Terrorize Chaos very good, you know. When you're a Nova Sorceress with a Spirit Sword and a Rhyme Shield, you know what I mean? But the Act 1s, you could run out there, get lucky, drop a perfect Cold Sunder Charm, day 1 a ladder, and that's worth like a lot. Like a whole lot. Some I don't mind them though, just because they're so easy. It's so chill. Oh, where's Smolps? Maybe I'll save this just to show him when he gets on. Not today. 277 on the Bone Knife. Hit cause monster to flee 100%. Woof. Hey, every monster you hit one time and then it runs away from you. Bill gets a 97.5 incidentally. Yeah, just from blasting, you know, trying to magic find pretty much. That's kind of exactly what happened. Wicked Ball had a new transmission put in his wife's car. The dealership service tech took it for a test drive. Got into an accident with it. Oh boy. Their durability on there, that's crazy. Get a new car that the dealership's paying for. That's wild, man. I always kind of wonder about that, because if something like that happened, you know. Our Rakanichi runs a thing. I mean, they're just a thing if he's terrorized. I guess I could find Teros Might here. Beyond this, I mean, I could go spam Chaos, I guess, again, for the 1000th time, but... And plus, it's just right next to the waypoint. If it wasn't right next to the waypoint like that, I would probably do more of the whole area. But just because of where it is, I just take him out, and then I see if there's a champ pack right here, and if there is, you know, I guess that's not a champ pack, but I couldn't tell. Faster is to take the monsters out than it is to try to see if they're actually a champ pack. Got a car with self-repair? A good choice right there. Am I 98 right now? No, I'm 97. I'm this close to 98, Logan. So, close to 98. The other day when I streamed for the first time, like, on this character, when I was like, you know what, I should try to get to 99 since I'm this close to 98 already. I got, like, 1 bar. Or, yeah, like, one of these. I got this much last time I streamed. But I only had 1 good Terror Zone, and then I just ran the Chaos Sanctuary. Which, the normal Chaos Sanctuary at this high level gives you, like, hardly any experience. Like, only Diablo gives you experience, essentially. Stream ends at 99. Yeah, I'm streaming until I get to 99 today. Not stopping. JK, by the way. It's gonna take me, like, 30 hours to get to 99, probably. DP says, I see the best streamer among brewers and the best brewer amongst streamers. Nice. D2 by far the best, but have you spent any time on D3 or D4? So I tried getting into D4 unsuccessfly. I for a short time completely switched my channel to D4, you know, when it came out. And I just couldn't get really going. It'd be like one video would get like 150,000 views, and then the next video would get like 800 views, and the next video would get like 2,000 views, the next one would get like 1,200 views, the next video would get like 200,000 views. So like that inconsistent, I can't do that. So D3 I haven't played hardly at all, really. So yeah, look at that one, Smulps. Look at this. I saved this just until you got on. 100% chance to flee. Oh, and Locked talking about Rakanishu runs being a thing. He says a good way to level to 12, if you have a close waypoint like this. Kind of like a speedrun strat. You're talking about a single player playthrough strat. Good call on that one. Have ever played Path of Exile? Never played 1 or 2. Never 1 or 2. I don't really venture out too much, to be honest. Because I already stream like hours, like every few days, and then I make videos about me playing video games for like hours the other days. So it's like, how many more hours can I devote to video games? You know what I'm saying? Just 1 bar left. Let's go. So Vivi, this is 1 bar left to 98. I need to get this next level. It's a very you're not the only one. It's obviously a little bit of confusion there just because of whatever. But yeah, it's this far, right here. Oop, right here. I mean, to get to 98, and then I got 1 level to 99. So it's still going to be a little bit. What level should I get to the optimally farm? Someone was saying 91. 1 second. I don't know why my brain didn't register what I just read there. What level should I get to for optimal farming? Someone was saying 91. So, optimal farming, there isn't a necessarily like, so if you're 91, the Terra Zone 92, 93, the only reason that I'm kind of sort of aware of that you really need to worry about that is for like Teasy Andy. I think it does affect the drops in the other Terra Zones, but it's still so random that I don't know how much it really is gonna be felt at all. But I don't remember exactly. There's I thought it was 94, but I thought it was 94 because then you get the max level of 96 on your Terra Zone. Any level over 94, the Terra Zone's capped at this 96 here, so. Para Ding Dong, what's going on, yo? How many 99s do you have? I just have the one, Sorceress. What's going on, Raced? Welcome in. Speaking of D4 Season 10 on Tuesday, the 23rd. Yeah, I'll have to miss that, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe I could just play it. I mean, I do have the game, so I do have the expansion, even though I have never played the expansion. Maybe we'll do more of the area here. I feel like there's almost always a champ right here. Maybe we'll just keep checking this area over here too. I think right on this corner there's always, it looks like there's kind of always a champ pack. Jordan Marty, yo, yo, yo! Welcome in, you two legends. Greetings from Germany. What's going on? Good luck on your quest. The eternal quest of hunting Tyr's Might. Appreciate you. Yeah, we'll call that a day. I'm already bored of going around. Streams video games for money, then makes videos about his streams. So self-centered. I mean, yeah, I guess that is true. Actually, I got a video coming out later. It's set to members only right now. but it's releasing later. It's actually a video not about me playing video games. It's actually a video about a just Giga Chad bearded Giga Chad playing video games. Oh. 60% to 99 says Jay on a barb. Gonna be my first 99. A barb 99? That is I would say barb to 99 is probably gotta be the hardest one. You're 60% of the way, so you're 98, 60% of the way to the 99. At first I was like, I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna sound stupid that I'm gonna say that I thought this, but yeah, I gotta be honest. Wow, of course oh, there it is. When you said 60% of the way to 99, I'm like, so you're like level 60? I was thinking from like level 1. Oh, what's going on, Duck? Good morning, good morning. I was like, this guy's level 60. I mean, that's cool. I feel like actually used my brain for a second there. The hamsters were kind of tired. They started running a little faster. Any one of you ever find a Burroon in LK in the very first run? It's bound to happen to somebody, just out of pure dumb luck, but not me. Don't know if anyone. I mean, someone's had to have done it before. I'm guessing you said that because you did. I'm assuming. I did find a Burroon, like. I'll have to go back and look at the video when I was doing LK to Enigma back in the day. I think it was only a few hundred runs into my LK I found the Burroon, and then I didn't find a ton of Sirs and stuff after that. I kept finding like Vexes and Alomst and stuff. No Saka. Level 60 is tight, yeah. Ali, welcome in, welcome in. Took a little break from D2, says Leon. 6,000 LK runs. Yeah, that'll make someone take a break. That's even a bit much for me, and I don't hate running LK, but rank 2 globally on D4 right now, or D3, you say, huh? Well, congrats on that one. I was gonna. Oh, it had repair durability. The last time I found Ethereal gloves, they were 220 Javas. Only the second pair I've ever found on offline single player here. Ali, another viewer from Germany. Welcome in. Rakanishi almost got away from me. Balrune. I'm too good for Falrunes. I'm just messing around, but yeah, I don't pick those up anymore. Ollie says he's a D2 player since 01. Nice. It's about the same time I started. I don't remember the exact day or anything, but about the same time, I think. Of course, I took quite a long break when I started to play first-person shooters like Halo and Call of Duty and stuff, but Mewtwo says, I just came out. Congratulations. Happy for you.
Good day.
Got my first online burr in the pits, a handful of runs in first time in hell offline. That's offensive to me. Now, congratulations. That's some sick luck. I was just thinking today, too. I just realized, like, I haven't found a high rune in, like, a while. Way too long, to be, in fact. Not that I really, quote-unquote, need more high runes or something, but it'd be something if I didn't find high runes for a long time, but I found Tyrell's Might or something, but thought I heard a rune drop, but I guess not. Azakron said, did anyone out here ever get that majestic low rune from the Countess? I have not. Nope, nope, nope. Don't know about everybody else, but just a blue one. Cody said he just gets those runes from LK. Oh yeah, that's your luck. It's unfortunate. Keep plugging away. Have that set on the higher players count and get them fingers crossed as hard as you can. Viv said he's got that low from the Countess. The closest thing to that is I got a low off of Andariel one time. Per Sweet Phil fashion, it was like the day before ladder reset. Ollie said he had an Oblivion Skyrim break. Yeah, I definitely played the bejesus out of those as well.
Good day.
Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim for sure. So I guess those were in there too. So a lot of other games, I guess. Fallout games.
Let's get
Fable.
hype party and face. Underscore hype. Underscore hype. Underscore headband.
Cheerio! Thank you for the 15 months of Slayership. Ooh. I never realized how like the inappropriate stuff that's in Fable. I was like, oh, Fable's kind of cartoony. Maybe I'll play that with my daughter when she was like 7. I pop it in, and it's like, just like cursing and like talking about. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Where art thou, printer?
Man, this is that day of the month when everybody re-up their memberships, huh? Duck, yo! Thank you for 9 months of Slayership. Appreciate ya. Got hit up the Arcane Sanctuary, dude. Got another jaw today, says General Bardock. Yeah, I mean, I do it once in a while, but not like I said, I can't go anywhere that you can't find Tyrell's Might. I personally can't go there, so can't do it. Impossible. First Sunday of the day. Whoopsie. Oh man, I've been popping off 70 colds. Kind of like crazy. I think last stream I found a 70, and the stream before that too. Specifically 70 cold. Wild. You know what else? Speaking of 70, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, huh? Be great. Don't tell me that has nothing to do with 70 cold. Pokrane says, thank you on your channel. I made a level 82 budget pally and beat Ubers for the first time. Nice. Similar to me, on and off for 20 years. Obviously, the last like 5 or 7 or 8 years, to be honest, I've been more on than off, but actually I had too many of those. But thanks for the kind words. Congrats on the Uber takeout. My best luck for Rune, says your mom's, was online chaos, got most everything in chaos. A good spot for it for sure. Yeah, I just feel like currently my luck on runes has cooled off, but you know, it is what it is. Homies says, if someone gives you a
What you need?
Sacred Armor Enigma, is that an insult? No, there are occasionally, what would that be? Barb Enigmas? Get more damage out of the strength? Want all the defense? That's what true men make enigmas out of sacred armors. Titan says level 99 on Paladin 2. What's quicker, Hammerden or Dragadin? I mean, probably Hammerden. But I'm not a Dragadin player. It's like so expensive I never play it. From what I understood, the Dragadin stuff is better on like P1-3 or whatever with the AoE. But Hammer's AoE is, you know, obviously massive damage that, you know, on P8, you know. So actually, I think this is on Player's A right now. But obviously, it's a super easy area, but Archon plate. You all thought it was Archon. Azakron saying, real luck question, did anyone ever get the Maras from gambling? Azakron, I actually got a metal grid before gambling. While less useful, it is more uncommon, so. Ooh. I love that green and blue. It looks insane, to be honest. Give him an Eth Sacred Armor Enigma with 1 durability. Ah, heesh. Just to use for 1 second. That's an orphan on Twitch says he got the Maras gambling before. I feel like amulets are more common just because, I mean, people gamble so many amulets when they're trying to craft, so. Biv says, so weird, Uber Pally isn't even 85, but it's the character that can complete it. The hardest content in the game. Yeah, it's just, just taking advantage of the mechanics in the game, right? Because really Smite, besides doing Ubers, is like, kind of not... It works for certain things, but it's not really anything great, you know? But specifically for doing that. There you are. Hey. George says, you look insane. No, you do. Your mom said he got materials from Chaos along with all them runes he was talking about earlier. Gotcha. Congrats on that, Luck. Maybe I'll get it coming up here. I don't think the next Terror Zone is TZ Chaos, but I think the one after that. I don't remember what the next one was. I feel like all 3 of them today were okay Terror Zone, so... Not like it's just absolute garbage, you know. Will, P1 Chaos, P3 Pits for rune farming. I don't know the laughy face after it. Is that just what you say that it seems like that's what you find your runes on, or I couldn't tell if I missed the context. Sometimes people make other comments that I accidentally miss. 640s. Forget it. Been getting my single player characters going. Started a druid, says Ray B. Gonna end up as a werewolf, but starting to do it. Should I go fire or summon? I usually go fire on a playthrough. This is what I usually do for a druid. I'll do fire until probably like Trav in Nightmare, and then go to wind. I've also held on to fire until getting to Act 4, getting through there. Ooh, Flare Jungle, there you go. So, either Act 3 switch to wind, Act 3 Nightmare, or Act 4. That's just what I do. Mewtwo saying Mara's 28 someone got in Llama's stream. So someone in Llama's stream said they got one? Nice, nice, nice. Let's get this. Azakron, you got a metal grid as well. Congrats. Pretty rare one. Pretty rare there. Where's the chant? Ooh. Bill, death incoming in 3, 2. Yeah, didn't even lose any life, actually. Can't see. Well, even zoomed in, it can't even show all the items. Bananas. Oh, it was a question, Will Woods, you saying. You can find runes for sure on P1 or P3 in the pits or Chaos Sanctuary, really. The first Zod I found was players 3 in the pits, so. Runes. More will drop on P8, P7, and 8 on single player. If you kill monsters at the same speed. But if you can't kill players like 7 at essentially the same speed as players 3, then players 3 is you're probably going to be better off on. Because P7 relative to P3 is something like 33% better, like better chances of each individual monster you killing dropping a rune. So yeah, you have to kill, you know, a good amount faster to make it, like, quote unquote worth it. So if you're like a maxed out Hammerton, sure, P7. If you're trying to get the runes and you're using like you know, an okay Blizzard Sorceress, your players 3, you know, is probably going to be better. Easy Flare's pretty good for hammers. It's not too bad. Nova's the goat out here for sure, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see what's up here a little further. Mustang, what is going on? At work. That's all you do nowadays. Tay said he's going to respec my Tesla bin and run P1 pits until my eyes bleed for runes. And gear for my grail. There you go. G-Stacks, what's up? Haven't had your coffee yet. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, G-Stacks. Get moving. Wait, you're telling me there's different times depending on where you are in the world? I don't believe it for a second. Cullen says, let's see, for his drop luck, he's talking perfect Maras, 2 SOJs, 4015, still no BK ring. 2 4015s, that's the craziest one. That's the craziest one for sure. I've found 2 4015s in my entire life. That is the crazy one. There's only my time, I know, right? Lego Mike, welcome in, welcome in. And Matthew W, this is offline single player. Offline single player. If it's outside of about a month, I do ladder resets for usually about a month, sometimes more or less, depending on how much I'm enjoying it that particular season. And then beyond that, I play single player, personally. Easiest place to kill your merc without getting yourself killed? I mean, I don't know. Trav, maybe? I mean, why are you trying to get your merc killed, but not you? Just pull all the gear off him and go, like, anywhere. Just go to Trav, or probably Trav. Just take all your gear off your mercenary and then go out to Trav, and then you just kind of, like, stand back and let him get annihilated, I guess. Azakron, no need to thank me. Thank you for hanging out, watching the vids, and being here for the stream. Definitely is trying to respond to as many, if not all, of the comments is definitely something I do kind of pride myself on, so.
I am overburdened.
Unless somebody says something real dumb. Hold on, let me, give me a quick second. I need to do like a deep cleaning on my basement down here. Tough because it's like an unfinished basement, so like you can only clean it so good, right? But allergies, am I right? George says skip the coffee, get crunk. No, don't do that. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Oh yeah. Speaking of not what we're talking about at all. Prepare yourself, fellas. Not today, but probably the next time I stream. Phil will be complaining about how sore he is again. I lifted for the first time in like a few months because I've just been sticking to doing cardio for the last like few months. I lifted weights today. I did a leg day. So the amount of complaining that's going to be on Friday printer stream is going to be just probably unbearable for you guys. Golden coin. So the daily finds on the stream thing, like Llama and like some other people do. I used to do that, but there's a very specific reason why I don't. What would happen is people would hop into stream and they just scroll to the end and then see what you found, and then like the VOD later, they'll hop in and then just scroll to the end and then and not watch the stream at all, you know. Also, people who normally watch the stream also, they'll be watching the stream and they're like, ah, whatever, I'll just hop on I'll just check out the VOD later and then scroll to the end and see what he found. And then people would, I mean, they're pretty much like getting the highlights that way, and I make the drop highlight videos. So then people, you know, they do the same thing for the drop highlight videos. Oh, what did he find in this video? And I got the clips with the list over there. And they just scroll to the end of the drop highlight video, and then they don't watch it. And then I don't get any views on my video, and then I have to quit doing YouTube permanently. But yeah. Also, I don't necessarily just want to do what everybody else does too. Your mum was up here a minute ago saying his last BK ring was from Nightmare. Nice. I just found a BK ring on the last stream, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Small charm. Just start the printer stream today and marathon it, Jordan? No. Nope. No. 45 life. Do it. I've never found one. Oh, well, we'll take a regular skiller. Good old lightning skills. Ooh, yeah. Love to see it. I actually don't need it, though. I have so many skillers from like 5 years of playing single player that I don't need it. If I could just find Tyrell's Might, that'd be great. Is offline terror zones on a schedule? Yeah, there is a set schedule for the offline terror zones that you can like look up on the internet. Yep. Degenerate found 3 BK rings within 2 months, starting over earlier this year. All 5s. Yeah, BKs, for me personally, I don't play a lot of melee, so I don't really pay attention / notice when I do or don't find one. There's actually, for me, on single player that I play most of the time, I don't think there's any builds that I use a BK ring on. Wait a second. Why'd it just do that? Is the back end of this area not... Oh, I didn't realize that this was the Great Marsh way over here. Got confused. Also, battle ores run out because this terror zone such sizable. Gotta finish the basement with all that sweet YouTube cash. Yeah, right. All that sweet YouTube cash. I'm just rolling in the dough here. I'm rich. Jordan says Alliance signed me to a one year deal. They should. I could probably play cornerback better than half the people on that team. If I hear another person hyping up Rome Odunze, I'm about to lose my mind. The guy catches 2 passes for touchdowns when they were broken coverages unguarded, which also equated to 40 yards and 2 touchdowns, just completely unguarded. And then catches like a 45-yard pass with like 4 minutes to go when 2 plays later they benched the starting quarterback, Caleb Williams. And the Lions were playing prevent because they were up by 5 touchdowns. And he's like some god tier receiver. I'm like, oh my god. But anyways. So this is, I'm 97 at the moment. I'm that far to 98, and then I'll keep pushing to 99. Right after this Terror Zone, we have TZ Chaos, so I'd say there's essentially 100% certainty that I'll get 99 today, and then we can keep pushing on that. Keep pushing forward. Captain Scorch saying he found a bunch of Pally Combats, no lightning. Yeah, luckily on this particular... this Holy Grail here, I've there are some skillers that I haven't found many of, but it's like defensive auras for the Paladin. I only have like 4 of them or something, and I've found so many of like everything else. And what else was there? Like I'm not even sure. I think I just got a full inventory of passive and magic for the Amazon or something. You know, like one that to me isn't that important at all. I feel like there's not as many uniques dropping as I wish there was dropping. When I have like 365 magic find or something like that. Is not a bad number at all. So, kind of annoying. Oh, that's the waypoint. Golden Coin says, dang, needs those. Talking about the lightning skiller. Yeah, it's one circumstance of playing offline single player for years and years, huh? Rome future MVP? Ooh. I would doubt that. That would have to mean that the Bears are going to be so bad this year or next year or something like that, that they draft a new quarterback. Because with the current quarterback he has, there's a 0% chance that a wide receiver for the Bears could be MVP. This many. The next Calvin? No. Tiny Cat, what is going on? Long time no see. Very long time no see. Hope's all been well. It's been good. Yeah. Got another kid on the way. Okay. Yeah, you're all good, man. Y'all good. Thanks for joining. Long time no see. If you have any time, never feel bad to hop in. You legend. Brant, oh my god. What is going on? Great to see you, Brant. Yeah, you know about them Bears being absolute trash, right? Thanks for hopping in, Brant, and hitting the like button, of course. Man, a lot of great to see all y'all. Tiny Cat and Brant hop in at the same second. Legends from and then we find a Malrune. Not a high rune still though, but Mal is mid. We'll take a mid though. We'll take a mid rune though. Green Castle, what is going on? Calvin with an athletic freak. True story. Very true story. Unfortunately, played for the Lions during a very bad era. Jeezy saying Rome was god tier of fantasy last week. This is true. Yes. Yep. Fantasy football doesn't necessarily care where the points came from on a week-to-week basis, but overall, I think Rome is going to be fine. But he's not the new, like, Jamar Chase or something. I think Rome and DJ Moore are going to be, like, even the rest of the way going. Rome might have maybe another week or two, but teams are, like the Lions were pretty much like keying on DJ Moore. Like you never seen DJ Moore running wide open. It's because if you actually watch the highlights, you could tell all these fantasy football analyst didn't actually watch the game. If you actually watched the game, 50% of the time, DJ Moore was being guarded by, like, linebackers. Like, literally, linebackers. So... eventually, people are going to be like, all right, we'll just play the Bears straight up instead of just, like, only guarding DJ Moore, I guess. Like, Kay saying saving up those gems for re-rolling is annoying. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you talking about 40 gold, I guess, is something, but I won't worry about it. Like re-rolling brand charms, I'm guessing you're saying? Yeah, saving up all that stuff is kind of annoying, but it's part of the game, I suppose, huh? Brent said he cubed a lot of skillers in 3 weeks, huh? Congrats. I do that online, but offline I have so many skillers I just kind of stopped, pretty much so. John saying Lions forget about the Patricia years. No, we do not. I remember when they hired him, I'm like, is this a joke? Like, I better be wrong here, but this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, right? And then it was. And I was like, nope, I was right, and this sucks. I wish I was wrong. Trying to stay positive, not just calling it out as being the stupidest, like, just losing my mind, but yep, it's terrible. Good old Matty Patty. I do want to forget about that time, though. Caleb's the biggest issue, says Mike. Oh, for sure, yeah. Caleb is the biggest issue. Rome's not terrible, but yeah, Caleb's not very good. See, Mike saying Caleb, one bad thing happens, he crumbles. That is kind of weird. That sounds like something somebody could grow out of, though. If that's like, it does kind of seem that way, sort of. And I don't know exactly why. I've never been an NFL quarterback before, lately. But, he seems okay, like, during, like, scripted plays. But as soon as they get past, like, the first, like, 10 or 20 plays that are, like, pre-scripted when they go into the game, pretty much when he has to start making his own decisions, it seems like, all of a sudden it's just like a disaster. Trash comes in with the fellas. Ooh. Appreciate you. DJ Moore's washed? Question mark. I don't think so, no, but I think that what I was saying, if that comment's referring to what my comment was, is that everybody was like the Lions game. They were really making sure DJ Moore, the quote-unquote Bears #1 receiver, wasn't going to have anything happen. Like, but honestly, Rome and DJ are probably about the same. Both of them, I think, are okay. And yeah, I think that's going to start shifting. So actually, I think DJ Moore will start doing better as the season goes on, and Caleb's going to start doing worse when he's. Because like I was saying, the Lions, the number of times I looked over and I'm like, wait a second. Is that gold flowing hair coming out of the helmet of the guy guarding Rome Odunze? And sure it was. It was our linebacker. Oh no, I forgot his name now. Anzalone. Yeah, you have Alex Anzalone, or you look over and it's not Dan Campbell. We have a linebacker with the last name of Campbell too. It's Campbell guarding him. And you're like, why is Campbell guarding Rome Odunze? But it's because they just, you know, respected him so little, pretty much, so. Cheryl next 100%, probably for sure. Guaranteed, for sure. Dollar says he remembers when he had gold flowing hair. Yeah, me too. Jalen is top tier. Jalen Hurts or Jalen. Sorry, I missed the context there, Mike. My bad. Getting behind on the comments. I got a little behind on accident. Brent talking about not saving gems. He rolls it as he gets them. Yeah, for most people too. I should have probably said that. obviously for quote-unquote the content, I used to reroll Grand Charms or whatever. But when I do it online, I don't save them either. As soon as I get a third perfect gem, I reroll I reroll it. Same thing with crafting online. When I'm playing ladder, as soon as I get a Ral and an Amethyst, I snag a junk jewel from somebody or find one somewhere or whatever, and I craft one right then. So yeah. Football or Diablo stream? This stream is whatever I want it to be. Literally anything I want it to be. Whatever I want to talk about, whatever I want to say, whatever game I want to play, whatever, if I don't want to play games. Yep, that's what we do. So inherently, whenever somebody streams, they're going to talk about things that they like and enjoy. So unfortunately, it's not your thing. All I can say is, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Obviously, during football season, we'll talk about football more often. Talk about music sometimes, and people complain that I talk about music that they don't know. Talk about sports, somebody doesn't like that sport. If I talk about a different game, someone doesn't like that game. You know. Slayer Saint says, "Let's go 99." Yeah, we're getting there. This is how far I am to 98. So we're not super close to 99, but we're working on it. John says, Bears fan here. Caleb doesn't get better the optics of the family's. Wait, what? If Caleb doesn't get better the optics of the family's options to Eli out of Chicago aren't going to age well. I don't fully understand the rest of that part, but maybe it's me not knowing the ins and outs of what's going on with the Chicago team there, I suppose. But definitely he's got to get better. There's no doubt behind that one. My name is Jeff says, Dual Grief Frenzy Barb.
Ryan Poles is the worst GM in the history of all GMs.
Oh, Jeezy coming in with 100 bits. Appreciate you. Ryan Poles. That must be the Chicago guy, I'm guessing, huh? Thanks for the 100 bits, Jeezy. Not looking good, that's for sure. No magic find on a Frenzy Barb. Should I rely on find item skill? So find item doesn't increase your magic find. So having no magic find on a find item barb, you're not going to find any, like, you'll find more uniques because you get the second chance. You'll find more items or whatever than you would without it. But you still need magic find on an item find barb. If you want to find unique items, that is. This is players A, right? Like, I know there's players, but yeah. I was just thinking, like, everything's dying so fast, it's crazy. Mike saying Jalen Hurts is a leader, wins everywhere he goes. I mean, everywhere he goes. You just mean like every team he plays against? Or you mean like college and pros and whatnot? Yeah, he is kind of good. I think. I do agree Jalen Hurts is definitely good. You know what I noticed too with Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels, who is obviously not as proven, but seems really good as well. They both have this demeanor of like, they never like, it seems like they never like throw a touchdown pass, or maybe they celebrate slightly, but you know, they're not like scoring touchdowns and like knocking out, you know, busting a gritty or something, or like, you know, throwing a touchdown pass and doing some celebration, or like some bad thing happens, or they don't run for a first down and like celebrate or nothing, or they don't throw an interception and get like, God dang it, you know, they just like walk around like they're just like at their job, you know what I'm saying? Could be something to that, right? They're so even keeled all the time. Would using the staff with 5 XP after 95, would that be worth it? I would say not to do that, but I mean, I've never like tested, tried it. I mean, 5% faster. The kill speed difference, hard to really calculate what that would be better there. Antog grind is hammered in. Listen to subject matter. I have no understanding of. I'll appreciate you hanging out anyways. Appreciate you. Can we talk about the Tigers, please? I would, but I don't watch baseball anymore, so. Ever since I canceled cable, I don't get it, and I'm not going to sit there and listen to the radio broadcast of it. You know what I wonder? Do you think I would get copyright hit on YouTube by playing like the radio broadcast of a sporting event? Did I just find a glitch in the system? On Sunday, could I just listen to the football game and not get copyright hit by it while I'm streaming? BB says Tigers are his favorite, huh? Yeah, I heard there were, what, 4 or 5 games up on the Guardians? Your mom says copyright is everything. Well, I know. I'm not saying is it like, would I get copyright hit on YouTube? Like, would the algorithm catch me? I mean, it's pretty much what I'm saying. Not that I would ever do this thing, because it would be totally not something we would want to do.
I am overburdened.
Because if you stream like a NFL football game, you'll literally within like 15 seconds your stream gets like taken down because the algorithm, like however they can sense it or whatever, like within 15 seconds, like your stream can get taken down. Like boom, it gets taken down. Or if you play music from other people, you know, you can play music on Twitch and they don't catch it because they don't really like track it the way Google does. But if you play music on, like if you play 15 seconds of music on your stream that's not copyright free, boom, you get hit with that instantly. Like, you know. Yeah, so I wasn't asking if they are copyrighted. I'm asking if I would get copyright hit on YouTube. Not the same things at all. Because like there's quote unquote copyrighted things that I could put on a thumbnail or put in a video, like copyrighted like pictures that that you don't get hit for, you know. Like technically the Diablo 2 Resurrected logo is copyrighted. And I use it in every thumbnail, you know what I mean? So. Your mom says he watches everything online, no cable for him. Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends what you mean by online. You don't have cable, like. You know, if you watch stuff through like YouTube TV or through Hulu, then that's pretty much what I mean by cable. Like it's the same thing, right? But then there's always the people that are like, oh yeah, you go to this website and you know, pirate this or that or whatever. Some people watch everything that way, I guess. Stream East without the W? That's a really long name. Why would they name it Stream East without the W? That seems like a really strange name for something. People stream stuff on Twitter. Yeah, I guess on Twitter is like the literal wild, wild west. You can just literally do anything in the world on Twitter, so. This is true. No, yeah, Moms, I was joking. I've heard of it before, so. that was a pretty good joke. Mustang said he was watching somebody on Sunday that just had Fox, like the NFL games, just the volume is just low in the background, though. Yeah, if it's low enough, you can get away with it, too. I don't really know how to measure the amounts of lowness that the algorithm wouldn't catch or whatever. So. Also, if your channel's not monetized or something, then you don't really need to worry about it. Like, you won't get demonetized if you're not monetized. You know what I mean? So, but if you get hit enough times, they'll just delete your channel, which is also a downer. So, Kyle Kuzma. I am a Lions fan. I live just a little bit outside Detroit in Michigan. Passion says just go with trial and error. I mean, you could. But I can't really do that. I can, but I'm going to choose not to, I should say. Since this is like my livelihood that I support my family with, so I can't just risk nuking my livelihood for that, yeah, for sure. I mean, I could. Good luck on the stream, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Draven says, remember when Netflix was a thing? We actually finally cut cable. Let's see. We were like, finally cable is over. Everything in one place. Yeah. And then nowadays you need 19 different streaming services. Oh wait, Monday Night Football's on ESPN. Oh wait, Thursday Night Football's on Amazon. Oh wait. You want to watch this series that just came out that everyone's talking about? You need to get Peacock. Oh wait, you need HBO Max to watch this one. Oh wait, this one's just only on Hulu. Oh wait, this one's only on Netflix. Wait. Careful what we ask for, right? Excited for Lions Ravens. I guess so. A little nervous. Because obviously, I mean, the Lions look great against the Bears, but like, they looked real bad against Green Bay. So, it's going to be a Lions season where they whoop up on the bad teams and then they get annihilated by good teams. We'll find out, obviously, but not sure exactly how great the Lions are going to be at stopping Derrick Henry here, too. So, and mobile quarterbacks are just like annoying. So, Lamar probably rushed for 90 yards this week. See what Lamar Jackson's over-under is on his rushing yards. Probably take the over on it. Big statement if they could beat Baltimore. Oh, for sure, for sure. It would be like, yeah, the first week was a fluke, pretty much was what that would say. That'd be crazy. G-Stacks, I'm Miami Heat's fan, but he lives in Florida. Miami Heat fan. I don't really take you as an NBA fan, but that's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. GC says, Kyle. I think it's a different Kyle Kuzma. I don't think it's the one that didn't even record a stat in the Bucks game. Don't think it's the same Kyle Kuzma. I think last time he was in, I don't know about last time he was in stream, but one time he's in stream we asked and he said he was a different Kyle Kuzma. Almost positive I remember that correctly. Especially since I remember everything always, so. C-Bot, welcome in. Kyle, I used to like you. Now he's saying Ravens 40, Lions. Oh wait, 40-45. I misread that. I thought that said 15. Never mind. I like you again. 45-40. That game would be bananas. Can we play music? I could. I decided not to play music for this hammered in. So for the next few streams, I'm gonna have no music. Just switch it up, you know. A little more chill. Just my beautiful, soothing voice. Kigo says NBA is the same as NFL, but says just watch highlights if we don't have 10 subscriptions. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do too. Even for the NFL, and I'm not plugging the NFL necessarily, like not sponsored, right? That's what people always say. Not sponsored, but the NFL YouTube channel. Within like a half hour of the ending of every NFL game, they literally have a highlight video that is like 10 to 20 minutes long, depending on how much happens in the game, I guess, of every like consequential play that happens. And by consequential, I mean like if a run is over like 3 yards, they put a highlight in there. Like if you complete a pass, they count it. If it's third down and they don't make it, they show that. Like, and it's like a 15-minute highlight of every little play that's ever so slightly consequential. So if it's like second down and it's an incomplete pass, they don't show it. If it's first down and they rush for 1 yard, they don't show that. You know, like I literally watch everything that happens in every game that way. Like, you know, just sitting on the toilet in the morning, like the next morning, like watch every NFL game in the matter of no time. I mean, I don't watch them all at that time, but you know what I'm saying. At the gym or something on the stair climber, flip them on and watch them all through. It's nasty, to be perfectly honest. Because that way you can actually see, like, wait a second. Did Romo Dunze actually do really good and, like, really beat his defenders? Or was it blown coverage twice? And stuff like that. Was this all garbage time? Did Ray Davis really take half the carries from James Cook? Or were they up so much that they benched James Cook and then they just put Ray Davis in and just handed him the ball 12 times in a row? Oh yeah, that's what happened, you know, so... Yeah, it's great. They replay the entire game. Yeah, it's literally the entire game, everything that's consequential, all the best, any littlest highlight. They just put back to back to back and they cut out every little bit. It's literally from the snap, the guy gets tackled, it goes to the next play. It's nasty. Just nasty. Love it. Tubby, welcome in. Mike K up here a minute ago says the Cowboys and the Bears next week. Hope Caleb doesn't have a career game against us. I doubt it. I think you're going to be fine, Mike. Leon says, let's see, you like watching Phil? Well, we don't need to be saying negative things about other people, but everyone's got their own preference on who they like to watch or whatever, so. The one thing I will say, though, is make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Kigo says, imagine it's the NBA player, Kyle Kuzma, who's just a secret D2 player. He could be. Could be. The closest thing to celebrity in the chat, I remember when D2R first launched, there's a local radio show called Dave and Chuck the Freak around Detroit. And the guy from that radio, the main host from that radio show, the Chuck the Freak guy, is like a gamer. And he was like in chat like multiple times and like got a channel membership and stuff, which was pretty cool. He's literally been like, he's like a local celebrity for like decades, you know. He's probably like, he's probably like 50, I think. Probably. Just guessing, but roughly our age, or some of our ages anyways. That was kind of cool. The G-Stack's talking about liking the Heat. When he was a kid, they said, like a team, but not Sacramento. So I picked Miami Heat. Everyone's confused. Yeah. Interesting. Couldn't be Sacramento. Couldn't be the Kings, though, huh? Is there such thing as a sports ticker overlay? They probably have things like that, I would guess. Pretty much what you would do is just get a live overlay or a live sports ticker like on a web page, and you would just screen capture the web page and put it on your stream or whatever. That'd be what I'd do anyways. Mike says, you say that they're going to beat the Bears, but you're so used to being torched. Yeah, I guess wait. Did the Cowboys beat or lose to the Giants? Because I know that game was like 50-50 or something, but I don't know who won or lost. I know Malik Neighbors went ham-bone for me, and I still lost somehow, so yeah. Opinion on Phoenix Runeward? I use it occasionally. It's real expensive, though. But I do have one, and occasionally I use it, yeah. Good for fire builds, and then for the Javazan, right? So. Yeah, G-Stack's roughly my age. I'm roughly 50. You're older than I am, so. By a few months or something, right? Old man. Jordan Sweetfield the King. Too kind of you, too kind. You're gonna make me blush, bruh. Highest scoring game overall was a 66-113 game. I thought that got beat. Or did it not get beat lately? There was a Miami game against, like, Tennessee a few years ago or something. That was insane. I guess maybe you're right. Maybe it didn't get beat, so. Grizzly Jash. New to Diablo, currently playing offline mode, trying to complete the full Immortal King set on a Whirling Barb. Did I hear? Oh, I thought I heard a jewel. Oh, is this? All I need is the armor. Complete that goal. Best of luck. Hopefully you get that mega quick. Oh, actually, I'm going to hit the next level here. Maybe even 15 minutes. Maybe before even TZ Chaos. Let's go! Ooh, another skiller. Poison and bone with 6 to poison damage. So that's another skiller out here, huh? Another skiller out here. Oh. Mike says Dallas 1 gave up 37 though. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, even freaking Wandell Robinson had like a bazillion points, which is crazy. Rusty Wilson coming back from he must put some oil on his joints. Not so rusty anymore. Best way to get Enigma single player. Personally, I'm a big fan of the whole run lower Karus thing. Cube up to him. I know you can run cows, get lucky, find a jaw. Maybe that's what you want to do. I could see people saying wanting to do that. You can find a lot of other stuff there. You can run LK though and get a ton of crafting materials and stuff to craft up your first cast dreamlets and get a bunch of mid runes and stuff like that. It's way more consistent, I feel. But people don't like doing it, so either probably run like Chaos or cows, or do lower Karas runs. Look up what that is if you wanna. The thing is for me is when I first started offline single player, I was doing the same thing I am now, just blasting, you know, areas like the Chaos Sanctuary and stuff non-stop as a YouTuber, and it took me 1.5 years to find my first jaw rune. So I would have not had Enigma for 1.5 years after I did if I would have went and farmed cows and did all that stuff the way that other people say to do so. I always say do lower Karas runs, but each their own. G-Stacks, with all the grays in my beard, you think he was older? Well, that's why you trim your beard, G-Stacks. If you don't have any hair on your head, you don't have gray hairs, and you don't have a beard to see your gray hair, you don't look as old. So you start getting wrinkly. Didn't hear a lot of excitement for Phoenix. I'm looking for an expensive non-meta rune word that are really good. Well, if it's non-meta, it's probably not real good there, Ryan. Just an FYI. Excitement for Enigma. I don't know how excited I'm gonna get. It's good for Fireball Sorceress, Fire Druid. Like I said on the Lightning Fury Javazan. Keep your mana up all the time running cows, so. Shave that beard, G-Stacks. That's what I said. Will says, ran LK yesterday, 2 Vexes. I mean, that's not bad. Couple high runes in the same day. That's not bad. What? Some call from some random place in Florida? I don't know about that. Arcane Sanctuary good for high rune farming? It kind of is. I don't know. The thing about Arcane Sanctuary though, you can't find like the rarest uniques out there. So I always like to recommend, I mean, you can obviously find, you know, some other good stuff. You get a key on the out there as well. To do Ubers, you know, from the whatchamacallit who's and what's. The summoner. So But if you're grailing, you always want to be farming areas too where you could get either a grail thing or the thing is that LK is just the main argument for LK is the consistency. Like if you do 3,000 lower cross runs, I promise you you're gonna be able to make Enigma, most likely. Like very much like most likely, which the amount of time that takes is quite a bit. We'll say for if somebody runs lower Karas like slow, like not super fast, but at like average human efficiency, you're knocking out like 100 runs an hour. That's a little over, that's like a run and a half a minute ish, which is not too fast at all. You know, I mean, do the math there. It'd take 30 hours, but like I said, me being a content creator and YouTuber, it took me 1.5 years to get a Ja rune. I can promise you if you run lower Karast, you are not, it's not going to take you 1.5 years to get a Ja rune. So, yeah. Marty says, screw LK. Yeah, well, yeah, that's to say, each their own. Each their own. But, yeah. Cody says, I don't stream as like a ton. I only do 3 or 4 hours a day. Yeah. Right? But still. Even if you say someone plays 10 hours a week. I mean, that's not a crazy ton for somebody to play, right? Like, and it takes 1.5 years. There's 52 weeks in a year. That's 700 hours to get a Ja rune by not doing LK, and it took me I forget how many runs it took me, 2,300 or something to make Enigma. That's getting the Ja and the Burr. So yeah, I mean, do the math there. It was like 30 something hours. So 700 hours or 30 hours, you know, like that was my experience. One man's anecdotal experience. So that's not even talking about regardless of how much I stream or don't stream. That's the number of hours it took, like literally. So how long for the ith though? Ah, you know what? I didn't keep track of that. I might have had that sooner. I'm not really sure. Boring, but it provides. Yeah, exactly. Okay, on P1 worth it at all? I would not recommend doing that, no. On LK, boy, the way the rune drop patterns are from the super chests, it's not the same as runes dropping from monsters. So it's like, I would not do that. Mustang says he has a Ja, can't get a Burr rune. The struggle's real. If that's the case, I would highly recommend hit LK. If you already got the Ja rune, like finding it on accident, I'd blast LK for sure. That's what I did on this Holy Grail. The one I was talking about before was back in LOD. On this one right here, I was playing offline single player, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do another Grail. Maybe I'll transfer over the other one. I don't know, but I was just like playing some on single player, and then I found a Ja rune in cows when I was recording a video. And or actually, I wasn't even recording. I was testing something, is what I was doing, and I was like, all right, I just need to get that Burr rune now. Leroy. So yeah, he kind of got lucky, sort of like I was saying though. 1.5 weeks, found a Ja Trav. Good luck for you. Lizzie Jash said he doesn't think he'll ever get the Ja and Burr offline. I mean, it depends. It depends. I mean, if you just started playing Diablo 2, I think you said earlier. I'm not getting my names mixed up, am I? I think you said that. There's quite a learning curve or whatever, so depends how much you end up sticking with it, I guess. Good thing about getting an Enigma in single player, once you get one, you never ever have to do it again. You never have to try to get an Enigma again. On offline single player. Getting back into the game, says NX, super fascinated about attaining a J mod. Well, I'll just tell you this, I've never gotten one before. So that's gonna be a struggle. A single player J mod. Most Diablo 2 players who play a ton never find or re-roll and get a J mod, just an FYI, so. Most people don't. Highest defensive Eth armor if you found a single player. Oh, I have no idea. Just none. I don't know. I might have an ethereal sacred armor. I'm not really sure, but. Mustang says he's done tons of LK. Highest he got was a Vex. Sorry to hear that. E7 or 8 LK runs, just only a Vex, huh? I definitely had it before where I did 1,000 runs one time and I didn't get a single high rune, and then I reset my map seed. Whether that really changed anything or not, I don't know. Sure. But then I almost instantly, within 100 runs, started getting high runes, so. You're supposed to average a high rune, which is Vex or higher, one every 500-ish runs. I know it's a little bit different, but that's what they, about that. Annie better than SOJ? Yeah, sorry if I missed a comment, someone asking that. I would definitely say an Annie, because in Annie too, you use it on every single build. There's not one build that doesn't use an Annie, so. I would probably get the Annie with my first SOJ, personally. Doubly, triply make sure that you're not gonna fumble it though. Like, make sure you don't accidentally, like, not be able to do it. But yeah. 2 champs, no jaws, Slurshie says. That can happen. Good old RNG, huh? Glizzy, let's see. Alcazir was the first 100 Paragon on D3. You went to school with him, huh? Interesting. Only way to get a J-mod is to trade someone who bots on JSP. It's not the only way, but I know somebody who got one, who found one. But they, this person who had gotten one, he said he found the first one ever, and I don't know if he still does, I think so. Probably plays like 4 or 5 times more than I do. So, I don't know for sure, but I think he plays a lot more than I do. And he's not somebody who would lie about, Remove level requirement from Annie's, says Draven. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I don't even know what it is. Is it like in the 80s or something? Ooh, durability. Almost to 99 here. We got a couple more minutes. Or 98, I mean. 70? I think that's fine. I don't think you should have a 0 level requirement for an Annie. Using it in Act 1 and normal. We have some cherry limeade. Let's go. Cody said he was running LK on P7, got bored, and started just playing forward. Were you running LK on normal difficulty there, Cody? Because I don't fully understand, because you don't really want to run LK on normal or nightmare, just only hell difficulty, but... F4 said he's waiting for Drax on his smiter, cashing the SOJ. You can definitely get away with a life tap wand if you want to. If you have like any of the other stuff, if you have like G-Face, Gore Riders, you know, resistance is capped, you can definitely easily get away with not having, just using a life tap wand for sure. Oh, there's Sunday. Were runes included in my grail? I guess so. I did. But almost everybody in the world, like, if you do a holy grail, you're gonna find all the runes probably before you find all the uniques. Like, I found all of the, I probably had like 20 or 30 uniques left when I had all the runes found. Well, no, not that many. I probably had 5 or 10 uniques left, you know, when I found the Zod rune. And then now I've even found another Zod rune, you know, so. Actually, I've found 3 Zod runes. I found another one online too, so.
Well, it's been 3 years already.
Yeah.
Underscore shockface. Underscore shockface.
Underscore shockface. Thank you so much for the 36 months of Slayership. Ooh. Appreciate you for the continual channel support. Oh yeah, just so everybody knows, right, this is me getting to 98. So I have a whole nother level to go. Just an FYI. I guess that maybe I should have worded the title differently. Actually, let me just go ahead and change it right now, because I think I worded the title wrong on YouTube to confuse people. Let's just go parentheses. Almost 98 now. Let's go ahead and change it. That was my fault. I should have worded that differently. Clickbait stream title. Get him. It's not possible. No, I know you're just joking. But there, you know, there's somebody out there that really is thinking that right now. Oh, son of a bee! He just tricked me into. Oh my rah rah rah. But yeah, this is. I'm gonna do like these set of runs with the paladin until I get to 99. So I might do Hammered in the whole time. I might switch it to Fist of the Heavens. I don't know. Probably just stick paladin. The thing is that both builds use the exact same gear, so it's super easy to respec. Get to 99 with a magic arrow Amazon. No, not doing that. Fun part of doing LK is the armor and weapon racks. Yeah, they can be useful, you know. Chaos time. We got the Chaos Sanctuary. Let's go. I've been scammed. Does Nature Peace stop Neothak from being able to use Corpse Explosion? Yeah. Feels like he's still getting it off with it equipped. It should, yeah, it should stop him. So missing only Tyrell's Might. Yeah. Abyss. Only Tyrell's Might. Yep. It's been almost exactly now. It's creeping right around on it. Almost 2 full years that I've only needed to find Tyrell's Might for my Holy Grail. So Kazin, I was just gonna kind of quote unquote ask about that because I kind of was thinking I didn't remember. Kazin says if the mercenary kills the monster, then it doesn't apply. It only applies if you kill the monster. So if your mercenary is getting a kill or two, yeah. And Hammerdin's nasty. Too powerful, needs to be nerfed. Leon says new account, single player. I can't find Gore Riders, self-found, and Enigma, Shaco. Gore Rider. So I feel like if you just if you blasted Mephisto for a minute, you could probably find some. Or if you don't have Gore Riders, you can always just use Goblin Toes too. They actually have more crushing blow, but they don't have the open wounds and deadly strike. You kind of at least want to get open wounds somewhere just so he doesn't replenish his life. We'll get up to 98 here in just a second. Cody never has any luck with Diablo, always drops magic and rares. My first Shaco on single player I got off of Diablo, actually. Straight off of Diablo himself. I feel like I do kind of get lucky with Diablo. Not like insane luck, but like the luck you would expect, I guess, is what I'll say. NX said he can relate to farming super long for getting an item back in WoW for a Thunder Fury transmog. I'll take your word on that one. I never played, was never a WoW player back in the day, so. Meth dropped me. Cody said he got Shaco, Oxy, Interactive Smash. That could not possibly have been the same drop, right? It could happen, though. It could happen. Do I put 1 point into redemption? I do have a point into redemption. I don't flip it all the time though. I only do when the life starts to get down a little bit lower. So like yeah, I'll use it in here somewhere. But Iago got a FCV in the Cast Sanctuary. Congrats. How is this level not gone up yet? I feel like it's been stuck where it's at right here, like where it should have went up. I need 114,000 more experience. Keep my Gulzar alive. There we go. Just needed that to Sace group. Fine, I'll check it. It's just a plane, but one socket. You guys know any one-socketed rune words? Help a brother out? A week apart from each other, you say, ah, gotcha. Where do I need to put another point here? We got hammers. We've got... Those are maxed. We got this maxed. I mean, I guess it's going to be one to redemption, huh? Which I barely use, but it'll bring up a little bit more life and mana, I guess. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to really do with it. $74. It was 75. Oh. Don't have max block. What a noob. Does redemption heal the mercenary? No. That's actually hit you for a little bit going on over here, huh? Paper cut, welcome in.
Not even death can save you.
God and Batman says, yeah, walk run's cool, but that crushing blow, good in the meantime. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Coco playing D2R for a while, but I still don't understand the trade value of items. Been trying to get a low rune, but don't know what to offer. It is kind of
What do you need?
hard to impossible to memorize. Depends if you're a ladder or non-ladder, but and also sometimes the time of depending on the item, how late in the season. I pretty much always will look at one of the trade websites that are out there, pretty much either Tradery or D2JSP, and see what people are trading for stuff to try to find out the trade value on things. Because I remember almost nothing. I know that a Shaco is worth like a ton the first couple days of ladder, like a low rune, and then later in the season it's worth like a Vex, and then even later it's worth like an Ist. So. Oh, dang. 41 to life over the normal max of 40 with the 19 to poison res. So I mean, if you needed the res, whatever. Neither one's like perfect max, I guess. If the res was like maybe higher something, devastating. It's not bad, but it's nothing I would use, I guess so. Yeah, Lord Recoil says look on Tradery. Yeah, Tradery kind of works similar to, let's say maybe you're used to eBay. You know how you can go on eBay and like search an item and then you can go to like completed sales. You can do the same, and you can see what stuff sold for in the recent past. You can do the same thing on Tradery. You can look up an item and then click like completed trades and see what people did. El Relay broke Mickey Mantle's home run record in season? What? How did I... Is that... Someone just... Wait, what? Mickey Mantle's home run record. Someone just broke home run record and I didn't hear anything about it, huh? Interesting. Mewtwo said, thought Trady was dead. Not a lot of trades anymore. It is true. That is true. I haven't looked at Tradery in months and months and months. Because, yeah, I tried to trade on there and then I couldn't get anyone to even respond. Will you? Thank you. NX said he just recently posted on Tradery. Nothing. Yeah, and I would post it for like, you know, a less expensive rune than what everyone else had their stuff listed for, and it'd be stuff that like were completed trades already. And yeah, you just get nobody. You just get no response. So. Online feels dead. It's for sure this late in the season. It's gonna be very cyclical for sure. Ladder resets the first week are hype and busy, and then half the people are gone within a week or two, and then half the people that are left are gone within another week or two, and then by like a month and a half into a season, that's a 4-month season. Like within a month and a half, everyone, like 90% of people are gone, if not more. Just the nature of the beast when you have seasons like that.
Not even death can save.
Oh, home runs by a switch hitter. Gotcha. Interesting. That's interesting. Oopsie. Had the that one screen open, so messed everything up for my macro. Bob's never found Tal's armor. Where would I recommend to search for it? Just any pretty much 85 area. I don't think you have to actually be in an 85 area necessarily, but I don't know what level it is. So, like if you want to run the pits, if you run the Chaos Sanctuary, Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs, you know, just any of those, whichever one you can blast the most. So, but yeah, it's just one of those ones you just gotta hope falls. So, Phil, remember I told you for 25 years I've never found a wind force? Just found one in the pits the other day. Nice! Congratulations. T-Foss says a low rune is trading for 60 to 70 rels. Okay, good knowledge right there, I suppose. Cody says making the switch to offline was the way to go. Don't have to worry about getting tons of people in the game. Oh yeah, about like you're like waiting for the people to join and stuff like that. You're saying, Cody? Gotcha. Definitely can't hurt run efficiency for sure and all that kind of stuff. So new voicemail. Okay. Oh, let me look at something real quick. Just missed 99. No, it's actually, you can see a small tick over there. The little parentheses at the end there that you must not have seen was that I was level 97 and I needed a little bit to get, I just got the 98. So now we're going to blast and get more experience here. He can drop Tails Might, so why not? So now we're 98, pushing to 99. Boots. These are for the Infernal set? Oh, Tancred, yeah. Hobnails. Tancred's Hobnails. Interesting. That is a solid name, though. Not 99 yet, Cheesy. Nope. Fishaholic says D2 on the decline as a whole. We'll have to wait another 20 years for a Diablo 2 Resurrected 2.0. Maybe. Maybe. Diablo 1 Resurrected. Yamum said, got them all on the way to chaos. Nice. Yeah, you can definitely find stuff out there in the river for sure. Most of the time people skip it, but 87% of the way on the Holy Grail. Can I get a quad shot? Took me a second to read that to be in all one word, but still no Tal's armor, you say, huh? Yeah, yeah, crazy. The last bit of the Holy Grail, though, to be honest, is like the Grail doesn't start until you have like 4% left, and then it starts. That's when, you know. I feel like the last few percents of a Holy Grail are always the same items for everybody. It's always Hero's Might, Templar's Might, D-Web, Mang Songs. BB saying DR1 would be cool. Be interesting. They'd probably make it like third person, like the over-the-shoulder camera. Somehow. Is there a Grail tracker? There's a bunch of them. There's so many of them. There's cell phone app Grail trackers. There's ones that you can link right up to the game, so when you identify a new item, it you know, automatically marks it down for you. Makes a chime sound or whatever, so. Fishaholic says, we'll still watch your live streams even when both of us are in the retirement home. Appreciate you. You get the whole home watching me too. Put it up instead of Wheel of Fortune. That'd be awesome. Lord Recoil talking about getting a low rune. He says you can 6 tokens. You can get a low rune. I wonder what would take longer. Getting 60 to 70 Ral runes or 6 tokens farmed up online. Getting those Bale essences are never the easiest task. Grindy Tomb of D2R says that's the name of the phone one, so there you go. Jacob says, put that Philip on, he's a sweet boy. Nice. D1 Resurrected VR. There you go. Probably. It'll be in the metaverse, for sure. Teleporting would be disorienting. I mean, it would just be like a flashing pictures, essentially. $20-30 rails per hour, says Tifos. I was gonna say rails too, for sure. Because also, a rail only being the level it is, kind of like I do, you guys probably see me do it, I take all the Tal runes and cube them up. If you just ran the Countess, you could easily take all the runes even under that, and even putting those all together. Because you don't need any type of rune to be able to put them together, so. Ooh, darn. Diablo first-person shooter mode, yeah. First-person Diablo 2. Next up, Diablo 2 mobile.
I can't carry anymore.
Don't you guys have phones? Draven saying Diablo 2 third person would be cool. I mean, it'd be tough. It'd be a completely different game for sure, but it'd be interesting. Swish said it's amazing how much people will spend on a full stash of Rail runes. Yeah, I mean, people just don't want to put in the time, right? Pretty much. They got better things to do. Yeah, we'll check her. Hoping the ethereal one was not gonna be great. Snipe, what's going on? Ooh, look at a life dropping. Come on, Redemption. Help me out, please. Yeah, some people claim they play on Switch. Yeah, but I mean like cell phone version. Of course, what I meant, right? It'll have skins, it'll have, you know.
I can't carry it.
Not even death can save you from me.
140 rails usually trades for a burr or a jaw. There you go, that easy. See, you can farm for 4 hours and trade those for a jaw rune online apparently. That's what's Mike Chris says it takes less time to farm up one high rune than it does to get 20 to 30 raw runes. I would definitely disagree with that. Like we were saying before, like if you have a Nova Sorceress, you can get those raw runes in like an hour or two. If you really tried, that is. If that's all you did. fully Grail tracker that links to console? Probably not. Because the way the console stuff is set up, you can't really have programs that like tap into the program, you know what I'm saying? Just one of the reasons that like, just one of the ways that PC is like, you know, PC Master Race, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lord Recoil says high-level players don't want to waste their time farming RAL runes. Nose up. That is true. They don't want to spend their time farming the Countess. Because noobs like me do that kind of stuff. Path of Diablo. I don't know if that is still active or not. I've heard of it. I've seen somebody play it, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this looks terrible." And I just never played, never wanted to play it or anything. Reminding me a lot of kind of like Diablo 4, how there's just like colors and stuff blasting and swirling everywhere. Can't even see what's going on the screen because there's just so many like spell animations everywhere. That's just me. Retro Nerd Life, what is going on? Welcome in, welcome in. NX saying, got the A2R for console, regret not getting it for PC. Yeah, PC, of course, I don't know how much consoles really cost nowadays. I haven't bought one in a long time, I guess, but considering a PC to run D2R is like probably a lot more expensive than a console. Or a lot of people like already had the console, so they get it for console. I get it. I get it. I honestly got consoles for a long time because computers got so expensive. You know, and consoles were so much cheaper relative. Like, you know, back during like the PS2, PS3 days, you know, but I don't know about nowadays. Yeah, Quad Shot saying if you're on console, just get the cell phone one pretty much. That's kind of what I would say too. Yeah, I guess I was thinking that, but I didn't say it. I got distracted a little bit, but probably just get the cell phone one. That's like your best option, I would imagine. Bob got D2R for $10 on Xbox. Yeah, there is there's a time when they put it on sale for whatever, and it's like $12, $13, $11, something like that. I had seen it before. But yeah, you said maybe you got it for 10. Yeah. Darren saying inventory micro. So inventory management, I think you mean is what you're meaning, is annoying on console. Yeah, it's gonna be, the controls are just gonna be a little bit different, of course. So. Inventory management like moving underwater. Do they not have quicksend on console or what? Like on PC, if you hold control and right click on an item, it just like quicksends it. They must not have that on console, I'm guessing. They do have straight to cube though, so. Morpheus saying Maxroll's got a Grail tracker. Yeah, there's pretty much any site that does anything Diablo 2 wise has a Grail tracker because it's kind of so easy to set up for people who know what they're doing anyways. D1 for console was awesome, says Draven. With how slow D1 was, really, I could kind of see that being like it being fine, you know. D1 is kind of just like a slow-paced game, you know. Your mom said controller Diablo maddening. Yeah, there's definitely a give and take there, you know. If you want to do it on console, not being able to do this, you know. The game definitely was originally designed for PC, that's for sure. If it allowed mouse and keyboard on console. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I know they had mouse and keyboard for Xbox and stuff, since it was like Microsoft, but like in general, but yeah, they never programmed it for D2R though. That's kind of weird that they wouldn't do that. You know, with the game being made for like mouse and keyboard on console, they never made, like, they didn't just like port it over to be able to be used mouse and keyboard. Seems like a strange choice if that's accurate. Odd choice.
Not even death can save you from me.
37 life, poison and bone, skiller, Kazin said just got. I'd use that sometime for sure. Trying to push you to the PC version. I don't know about that. Don't know. I don't think it's that. Must be some programming reason I'm unaware of, or maybe just like laziness on their part. I would say one of those two. Here, I'm gonna be back in just like 30 seconds. I'm just gonna grab like a little snack or something. I'm wasting away over here. I'm probably down to 229 by now. I'm back. A little protein shake snack, right? Boop. Where are we at here? Oh my gosh. You guys are about to get an early treat. I said I was going to be complaining on Friday about my legs hurting because I did leg day at the gym today. Turns out They're hurting already. Oh my gosh. As I just like quickly went up the stairs and down the stairs, my legs are seriously in pain right now. Wowsies. And I did not lift very much weight either. That's what happens when you take some months off, huh? Gotta get back into it. See, Bob says that is not cool. All my work and offline wouldn't carry over. Like from PC to console and stuff or whatever? Yeah, I kind of suppose not. The one good thing about... Another soul rune, I keep thinking it's a sir. The one good thing about PC, if you went from console and you decided to play on PC, you could... I have a video about it. You have to look it up. But you can, like, fully recreate your single-player character in a hero... It's called Hero Editor. Like, it's a character editor. That way you can have, like, you can recreate exactly the gear that you have on single-player on a console if you ever bought the game for PC and switched to PC, so... Leg day workout, what's it look like? So I did squats, calf raises, and then leg extensions and curls. I forget which order I did those two in. So not a crazy ton. It's my first day back, and also I have a back problem to where I cannot lift weights. Like squats are kind of okay, I guess, but so anything where I like, how do I explain it? I don't deadlift anymore because I hurt my back at work back when I worked in the factory, and then I re-hurt it in the gym twice since then, among a bunch of other times, like ruptured disc type of stuff. So I don't deadlift anymore because I can't like trust myself to have perfect form or something or whatever. I can't risk hurting my back. I can't do any pull exercises or like back day where I'm bent at the waist. So I can't do any bent over rows. I can't do any seated rows, anything like that. It's just like a risk management situation to where I can't risk hurting my back again. Gosh, Merc got almost destroyed right off the bat.
I can't carry anymore.
Lee Rue, what's going on? New to the channel. Find D2R very different from other original and items. Ammo strengths. Let's see. Find D2 Resurrected very different from the original. The items in D2R are the same as LOD, the old school version of Diablo 2. The drop odds are the same. Like, I'm not 100% sure what you mean, I guess. Because yeah, the only thing that's different from on the items is they added some rune words. Beyond the added rune words, all the uniques are the same, the drop rates are the same, the rares roll the same. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to say. Maybe, possibly I misunderstand the comment or something, but either way, welcome in. New sub. Welcome in. Oh, Bob talking about recreating your characters in Hero Editor. He says, I don't trust myself with that. I get you. Some people do say that. And I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I tried the Hero Editor thing and then, yeah, I just Hero Edited all the stuff in and now I can't go back. Now I can't play anymore because I have every item and it's boring. I'm like, don't do that. No. F350. I don't, I guess. Hey, I'm married. I'm not picking up women anytime soon. Rico said, you think he's just getting unlucky rares? Maybe, maybe. Sheldon, yo! Thank you so much for the Saleya ship. I think that's like 3 months, 4 months, 5, 2, 6. I'm not sure what exactly, but depending how people re-up their membership, sometimes it says, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, thank you so much for the continued channel support. Ogre Axe. It's so hard to say the right way nowadays. Were LK Super Chest able to drop Burr Runes in LOD? Yep. They sure were. Yep. Ogre? Who would possibly call it an Ogre? It's an Ogre Axe. Everyone knows it. If anyone calls it something different, they're idiots. They don't know how to pronounce words real goodly.
I can't carry anymore.
Jacob C. Good old Ogre. Evan said he prefers playing on controller. I've heard some people say that, so it's not that weird. I couldn't imagine it though, personally. Oh, you know what? I just understood what I misunderstood when I'm an idiot. See, I didn't play Diablo 2 back before LOD, quote unquote classic. When he said classic, I was just thinking the old version of D2 LOD. And then when it just clicked in my head that he meant like classic, like pre-rune words. It's all coming together now. Liru, if you're still in here, now I get what you're saying. Sorry, that took me 8 years. You're probably gone by now, maybe. But if you're still here, if you're playing a melee character, nowadays, for 2 decades now, casters are much more powerful than melee characters. So, for the most part, you play a melee character and kind of stand back and hit stuff from a distance, and you'll be kind of perfectly fine early on in the game. For the most part. Yeah, because rare items in classic were nasty. Now that I actually understand what he was saying. Whoops. Well, nobody's perfect. See, Paw saying back in the day they used to make insane builds using Hero Editor. Yeah, I do remember on Open Battle.net seeing, not classic, but after LOD, I played a little bit of offline single player, and I'd hop on there and someone give you an item, you scroll over it like this, and there's so many words like this that the writing's like gets actually really small, and you can't even read it on the old CRT monitor because the jewels that are stuck in the item are just insane. I had a few of those items. I was just hopping in Open Battle to transfer items between characters, and the guy's like, "Hey, what do you do? What's up, man? You want some free stuff? Oh, hold up, I want this free Stone of Jordan." Oh, And I'm like, oh, I'm just transferring gear, dude. And he's like, hey, come here for a second. And he's like, you want this? And threw something on the ground. And I'm like, wow, that's insane. That's crazy. And he's like, how about this and this and this? I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how they did it. I'm like, oh, these hacked items. Whoa, this is crazy. Mewtwo, I don't know what you mean that picture. Oh, I didn't look at his profile picture. One of those people that has a picture that's not really an inappropriate thing, but it looks exactly like something inappropriate. I'm guessing anyways. Like one of those bots that post on the channel, like within 1 second of the post. Sheldon said he's grinding Nightmare Cows TZ'd for levels. Best of luck, I suppose. I'm not much of a Nightmare farmer myself, but I guess if you need levels, it's up. You got a character who can do it good, why not, right? Why not? Won't happen again, Chrono. I'll never pronounce it right again. $243, dang. I was hoping we could push this a little faster. I was hoping the experience bar down here I'd get to another bar instead of, you know, I'm probably not even going to be halfway on the bar here. Unfortunately, it's last level, you know, last level. Another Sunday. 47. Liru. Yeah, I get you. So back in the classic days, the items like rare items are still used now and stuff, but not as much as they used to be. It depends how early in the game you kind of quote unquote are now, but if you run the Forgotten Tower and take out the Countess, you'll get, I don't know if you know this or not. It is kind of basic, so you may know it, may not, depending on how long it's been since you played or whatever. If you make some lower level rune words, it will make it much easier. Rune words are like the way to go nowadays. Beyond that, like, I don't know if you heard me mention it earlier, but casters are going to be always like kind of like the go-to over melee characters. Because they raised, back in one of the patches for like LOD, they raised the health on monsters, but they didn't adjust the amount of damage on weapons, so it, you know, and they adjusted the damage and the synergies and stuff on casters, but they didn't really change the melee characters at all, so they kind of got left behind a little bit. So hopefully that can kind of help you out a little bit. 98, it's the worst. Yeah, it does go a bit slow for sure, so I got to make sure I don't die. It's really what kind of got me in really upset on my other sorceress when I got to 99. I died like 4 times from 98 to 99, which was unfun. Woo! Speaking of not dying, we'll just stay back, spin it up from a distance. No big deal. No need to risk it. Darren says, dang, 94. Congrats, congrats. Will said the health bar is hard for him to see. He's colorblind. There is a colorblind setting in D2R. I've never turned it on. I don't know what color it changes stuff to, but There is a colorblind setting. If you didn't know that.
I can't carry
Could be in here somewhere. Where would it be? Maybe it's in the first, like, whatchamacallit. Like, maybe you have to be in the other part. Or maybe it's in here? Accessibility? Colorblind. Use set for colorblind or whatever. I don't know how good it works or not, but it makes everything looks weird. Gotcha. Gotcha. The Tiago said he's 96 playing hardcore. Congrats. Boy, for you it's going to be even more painful if you died before you got the 99, huh? For me, I lose a bunch of experience. It's going to be even more painful for you. Good old Sasabi's Cobalt Redeemer. Bunch of 318, 300 something damage to demons on there. Viv says you got a bar and a quarter in 2.5 hours. You're never doing a 99 grind. Yeah, I mean, I never am either. I'm just magic finding the 99 on accident. So I would never start a season or even start a single player character going, I'm just blasting to 99, and that's the whatever way's the fastest to do that. Unless maybe I will one day. Offline single player 99 speedrun. Anyone do that yet? I'll do mine. For like one day until Kano does it. In like an hour. Taurus, what's going on? Any tips? I mean, that's very vague. There's all kinds of tips in D2. Got to be more specific on what you want tips on. Gotcha. Liru just found out about farming the Countess. Gotcha. Summon Necro tips. It's gonna depend on where in the game you are at. Because in general, personally, I don't play Summon Necro on a playthrough. I don't play Summon Necro until I get through the game. I usually go, I might use something for summons a little bit here and there occasionally, but I don't play like a strictly Summon Necro on a playthrough. But after that, it's crucial to have a teleport staff, in my opinion, for a Summon Necro to reposition. I either have 2 regular teleport staffs, or what's clutch, get Enigma, of course, but budget-wise, get a Nage's Puzzler staff. Has 69 teleport charges on it. You can do a full Chaos run and not run out of charges, so yeah. Mercenary with an Insight. That's a clutch one for just about everybody, with how cheap an Insight is. Yeah. Tiago, you're kind of spamming a million different things there. I'm gonna be honest.
I am overburdened.
But you say you already got a 99 softcore Sork? Yeah, it's kind of the first go-to because, I mean, you teleport, have Nova, super quick. Especially with the Terror Zones nowadays, but... CDI said farmed Countess during lunch break, but I found nothing good. Well, I mean, Countess, you're generally just farming to get, like, the low-level runes to make rune words, pretty much. You can, if you farm Hell Countess, you know, of course, keys and get up to Ist generally. But those are less common, you know, of course, you know. Better stuff is always less common, right? So you have a 46 Sork Nova Firewall, man, is a big issue. Oh, yeah, yeah. Get an insight for sure. Get an insight for sure. Insight, you should be pretty much fine on your mercenary, but the issue is, too, that the mercenary does survive a little bit rough. The main thing, if you're using Nova Firewall, you're running on mana all the time, you need to be just oh, hold up. Chugging potions is what I was going to say all the time. Speaking of chugging potions, one of my favorite ones for the sorceress, the Oculus. Some people hate that teleport. I don't mind. It saves my life. So, saves my life. But yeah, Oculus, love it. It's an Aki. Oxy. The first C is a hard C. The second C is the S part. Oxy. Parenthesis in the middle. It's like a different syllable. Oxy. Am I right? I am right. Trust me. I already got, you know, you only need one of those though. So yeah, chug mana potions. Before you have like a maxed out energy shield Nova Sorceress, you would just have to chug potions. Every pack you kill, you have to chug another super potion pretty much. So yeah. Gamer type R can't play classic D2R anymore. I was spoiled in D2R reimagined. Yeah, that's what some people say. That I D2R reimagined, all those mods always jump the shark, so definitely not my thing, but each their own. More power to you, as long as everyone enjoys themselves. Awful. How much Magic Find is good, but not too much. In general, if you're trying to stack a solid, like, good amount that's like a good amount that's considered a lot of Magic Find, I would say 350 is a good number to aim for. If you come a little bit under it, you're fine. If you can get over it, it's fine. There's certain builds, though, that just don't stack Magic Find as good. Energy Shield Nova Sorceress, for example. Maybe Jabazon. So it is build dependent, but most builds, I would say 200 to 350 would be the range, I would say. Not many builds can stack more than 350 and be efficient unless it's super hyper specific, like you specifically have an Andariel farmer that has 900 Magic Find, you know, like something like that. Some of the item find barbs are about the only one that is like actually, you know, great at farming stuff with high Magic Find, but Taras, there's so many tips from your videos. Appreciate. Thanks for watching.
I can't carry anymore.
Appreciate you. Lego my Necro. Well, it's okay. I'm thinking about it. It's okay. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. How about that? G-Stack says type into chat so you can ban me. I'm pretty sure you can't ban me, even if I typed into chat. I don't know for sure, and I don't want to test it, but there's no way YouTube would let a person be banned from their own channel. Highly unlikely. Seamus said he got a Gull. Terrorized Countess before? Well, yeah, Gull you can get from normal Hell Countess, actually, when she's not even terrorized. But yeah, either way, getting a Gull is cool. For sure. Keep seeing these runes drop, and I'm like, can I get a high rune here? Can a brother get a high rune? Come on. Help me out. Grand Charm, Grand Charm, Grand Charm, Grand Charm. Jeez. Ist unless terrorized. Yeah, from the rune drop table, Ist. I know there is technically the low monster drop rune, but nobody gets that, right? Somebody does, but not me. That's for sure. The best IO rune farm is Hell Countess? Maybe. I don't know if you can get IO from Nightmare Countess. I don't know if that's like I don't remember for sure. Yeah, very, very tough for Countess to drop Vex for sure. Robin says PC broke, can only play on Switch now. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Boy, I would be 87% distraught if my PC broke. 87% distraught. And regular Hell Countess drop Ist? Yes. That's even from the rune drop table too, so. For instance, I did a 500 Countess runs video back in the day, and I found 4 Ists in 500 runs, so. I don't actually know the statistical odds for them to drop, but that's just my anecdotal experience there. Lord Rico said he looked it up. Must be drop odds calculator. 1 in every 32,000 runes the Countess drops should be a Vex. So, considering she drops probably, on average, 2 runes a run. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 1, I think. I would say it'd take 32,000 runs to get a Vex. Chris says Hammerden's a rare sight nowadays. A little bit more rare than it used to be. I don't do it a whole lot, Chris, so. Welcome in, by the way. Robin said since he switched to console, he's so much slower now. I can see it, Hammond. That time again, ATX, yo! The thing is I was going ahead and that's going to be I'm going to call on it on the stream for today, fellas. So, unfortunately, that's the time I got. So, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody, supporting the channel. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit it real quick before you go. But we got a bunch of Twitch Prime subs earlier. We had let's see, Casey with a $5 super, Grump, Gerald Bardock, Uper Trooper, all with Twitch Prime subs earlier. DP Tay, Jeer, Duck, Jeezy. Thank you all. Sunil, Sheldon H. Thank you all for supporting the channel. They're all people that either got channel memberships, super chats. I moved the thing on accident. I did it again. I do that every once in a while. Forgive me. But gotta take off. Thank you all for helping me out. Supporting the channel. Perfect 1 minute stream, right, Chris? But yeah, peace out and keep slaying.